Hey guys, I'm Tay from Financial Tortoise. In this video, I want to talk to you about what are some of the next steps you can start taking if you find out that your parents haven't saved much for retirement. Financial concerns are oftentimes the #1 concerns for the sandwich generation. A recent MarketWatch article talks about how 23% of baby boomers haven't saved anything for retirement. It's possible that our parents could be one of them. As a sandwich generation, you're not only needing to manage your own finances, but you also have to manage the cost of your children as well as your parents. The questions that are running through our minds are, how am I going to save for retirement while at the same time saving for my kids' college fund, as well as thinking about my parents' long-term care solution? As you can imagine, it's not a pretty picture when all the financial concerns of multiple generations stack on top of each other. There is no perfect solution to this challenge, but I want to share with you in this video 3 strategies that my wife and I have deployed in tackling some of these challenges. #1, start having the conversation with your parents early. If the idea of having money conversation with your parents make you feel nauseous, don't worry, it's very normal. It's not like you can easily broach the conversation saying, hey mom, this dish is great, but hey, by the way, how much do you have in your 401k? Conversation about finances with your parents is going to be very difficult, but if you don't do it now, it's going to get even more difficult later. A strategy that's worked for us was to start the conversation by talking about our situation first, and then you can segue into their situation. For example, you could say, hey, Monica and I just started a brokerage account. Have you heard of a brokerage account? Do you have one? Or another example is, hey mom, we just finished paying off our student loans. Have you and dad ever had to pay off any loans, any major loans? Once again, these conversations are going to be awkward and difficult at first. However, you approach them with humility and without judgment, I'm confident that you'll make progress. Even small progress is still a progress. Second strategy, access to information. So if you've been able to have some conversation with your parents, getting access into information will really help. Start with simple items like if they have any health insurance policies, what health insurance policies they have, or if they have any life insurance policies. This will really help if for some reason your parents' health fails and you need to step in to assist. At minimum, just knowing where their checking and their savings account will save a lot of anxiety down the line. For my wife and I, to be honest, we actually don't know where all of our parents' accounts are. However, we do know where to look if we need to. #3, get yourself into a strong financial position. This I consider the most important strategy and the one that you actually have the most control over. Let's say your parents, for whatever reason, doesn't want to talk about finances or doesn't want to let you into any of their financial picture. These you can't control no matter how hard you try. However, when it comes to your personal finances, you have full control. You have control over how much you spend, how much you save every single month. If your parents haven't saved well for retirement, there could come a point where you have to use your own personal finances to help them. And if you're struggling financially, this will not only be difficult practically, but emotionally as well. So my most important strategy, if your parents haven't saved enough for retirement, is to get yourself into a strong financial position. This is a very difficult process. This is a very difficult conversation. For many of us who have a feeling that our parents haven't saved enough for retirement, it's even difficult to think about. However, ignoring it is not going to make the problem go away. Despite how difficult this may be, I encourage you to start having these conversations early, start implementing some of these strategies early as possible. I promise you, you'll thank yourself later. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please let me know if any of you guys ever had to have these very difficult conversations. I would love to hear how it went and if you have any other tips or strategies that we can implement in our lives. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit like or subscribe to the channel. Thank you.